Nobody ever suspected Baba Ahmed. That was the problem. In the crowded city of Lagos, hidden behind tall walls and rusty iron gates, stood a compound that looked normal from the outside. Children once played football there. Women once laughed while washing clothes. Men once returned from work with tired but hopeful faces, but something dark was already living inside that compound, something invisible, something hungry. One evening, Baba Ahmed called all his tenants together. The generator was humming softly. Mosquitoes buzzed in the air. The compound lights flickered like tired eyes struggling to stay open. Baba Ahmed stood in front of them with a gentle smile. "My people," he said calmly, "the economy is hard. Life is not easy. So from today, nobody will pay rent again. Not this year. Not next year. Until things improve." For a few seconds, there was silence, then suddenly, cheers exploded, people shouted, hands clapped, some tenants even knelt to thank him. "You are a blessing. God will reward you. You are too kind." But while everyone celebrated, one woman stood quietly at the back, Mama Ngozi. She felt cold inside her chest, not because of the weather, but because something unseen whispered to her spirit, "This kindness is not clean." That night, Baba Ahmed knocked on Mama Ngozi's door. "I want to refund your rent," he said. "And even the agent fee. Take everything." Mama Ngozi looked at him for a long time before replying, "No." Baba Ahmed blinked, "No." He repeated, "Yes," she said calmly. "My spirit is not at peace with your offer. I will pay my rent. I don't want free money from a hand I do not trust." For the first time, Baba Ahmed's smile disappeared, his eyes darkened for 1 second, just 1 second, but Mama Ngozi saw it, and she knew. From that day, something strange began. 3 months passed, then 6 months, then 1 year. That was when the compound changed. The first sign was the two banker sisters. They lost their jobs on the same day, not 1 week apart, not 1 month apart, the same day. They went for interviews again and again. Every time, they failed. Doors closed in their faces, phones stopped ringing. Next was Mama Victor. Her big shop suddenly collapsed, goods disappeared. Customers vanished. Money dried up. She went from selling to begging. Then Papa Fortune, the man who once drove 3 cars, one morning, he collapsed. After that, everything he owned disappeared. His wife left, his children left. He sat alone every day, staring into space like someone whose soul had been drained. But still, nobody left the compound. Why? Because Baba Ahmed still did not collect rent. And poverty makes people blind. Baba Ahmed lived alone in a bungalow inside the compound. Behind his house was a small room, no windows, only one door, and a heavy silver lock. He warned everyone, "Never enter that room. It is my prayer room." But tenants noticed something strange. Why lock a prayer room like a treasure vault? Why was it always locked? Why did Baba Ahmed sometimes go there at midnight and come out sweating? Questions filled the compound. Fear grew quietly. One December night, Baba Ahmed traveled to his village for a festival, and for the first time, he forgot to lock the forbidden room. At midnight, the two jobless sisters gathered 4 other tenants. Their hands were shaking, their hearts were beating fast. They pushed the door open. It creaked slowly. Inside the room, the air was cold, the smell was strange. Candles burned red, forming a circle. Inside the circle were clay dolls. Each doll carried a name, tenant names, real names. Hands started shaking, sweat poured. One doll had broken legs. They remembered Papa Fortune. One doll was tied tightly with cloth. They remembered Mama Victor. 2 dolls had black coverings around their mouths. They remembered the sisters themselves. At the center was a large bowl filled with foreign money. That was when they understood. Their free rent was not free, it was paid with destinies. One sister stretched her hand to touch her doll. Suddenly, a deep voice filled the room, "Do not touch it." They froze. On the only chair in the room sat a black cat. Its eyes glowed strangely. The sister screamed. People ran out shouting. Doors opened. Lights came on. The entire compound gathered. Mama Ngozi walked forward calmly. She looked inside the room. Then she said softly, "I told you. Darkness cannot hide forever. That night, nobody slept, children cried, men packed bags, women prayed. Before morning, families were leaving, some left without furniture, some left without clothes. They only wanted one thing: to escape alive. By sunrise, the compound was empty. When Baba Ahmed returned, he met silence, no tenants, no noise, only empty rooms, and for the first time, he was afraid. Mama Ngozi later moved to a peaceful house. Her life improved, her children succeeded, others who left slowly rebuilt their lives. But Baba Ahmed's compound never recovered. People avoided it, tenants refused to rent there, the building became abandoned. Neighbors said strange sounds were heard at night, and the forbidden room remained locked forever.